Okay. Listen. So this is our problem situation. Mrs. Sylvester's t-shirts. She has a $5 initial fee, and her rate per shirt is $10 per shirt.
Why are you selling t-shirts?
Mrs. Sylvester has a t-shirt business.
I know. What is she selling for?
She sells t-shirts, always.
Wait, are we talking about?
This is like if you were going to order someone. You're going to order an amount of t-shirts for a team or for some goofy thing you want to do with your friends. Okay? So here's her problem situation right here. $5 initial fee and it's $10 a shirt. How could we write an equation that represents Mrs. Sylvester's situation?
Y equals 5
all of that?
y.
Taylor, what was that?
Y equals 5 plus 10.
Y equals 5 plus 10x. Okay. So what would x represent then? Number of shirts. Oops.
How much does it cost to make a shirt?
What's it say the rate is?
$10.
It's on the board. And y would be what?
Initial cost.
$5 is the initial cost.
Why is how much money it costs for you to buy it?
Total cost, yes. All right, so that's for Mrs. Sylvester. And now for GTM. Each order, there's a $50 initial fee, but the rate is $5 per shirt. So how would I write that equation? Y equals 50 plus 5x. So once again, y is our total cost. X is our number of shirts. Okay. So when should you buy each? Let's say you're not buying very many t-shirts. Who has some thoughts on what company you should use? Okay, so for a small order, Mrs. Sylvester. Now, I agree she is awesome, but what's the actual reason?
They're cheaper.
Because they're cheaper. Because which part is cheaper specifically?
The initial cost.
Because the initial fee is cheaper.
We need to write
Okay.
the report down. Questions.
It's up to you. Be a good idea. Okay, so now let's see here. So what about for a big order?
The GTM.
Depends on big still.
Well, let's say a really, really big order.
Anything bigger.
GTM, because why?
Because the shirts cost less.
Because their shirts cost less per shirt. Okay. When do the companies cost an equal amount? How would I do this? Thoughts? Okay, using, excuse me. How would we figure this out algebraically? Yes.
Both equal. Why do you
Put
put them so they equal each other?
them so they equal each other. I agree, because they both equal y, so that means that these could also be considered equivalent. So 5 plus 10x equals 50 plus 5x. This is a form of substitution. So now how would I solve this? What do I do? Okay, so how do I move these x's over here?
Subtract 5x.
Subtract 5x, okay. How do I move this 5?
Minus 5.
Subtract 5. Okay, so my 5s are gone. And I believe I have 5x left on the left here.
45.
45, okay.
Divide by 5.
Divide by 5. And x equals 9 shirts. Now, at 9 shirts, they cost an equal amount, but how do I figure out what the actual cost is?
Put it into the equation.
Put it into one of the equations. Okay, so I have y equals 50 plus 5 times 9, because I put it in for x. So I have 50 plus 45. And so the cost is $95. $95. Okay, so how would you represent this situation, this solution as a coordinate? How could we represent this as a coordinate? Yes. Yes, it would be 9 and 95. Because remember, they go x, y. Now, how could we check our solution? Put 95 in as y, and that is an n as x. Okay, so my original equation over here was y equals 5 plus 10x. And 95 goes in for y. 9 would go in for x. Okay. So 5 plus 90, is that 95? I believe so as well. My other equation was y equals 50 plus 5x. So 95 in for y. And 9 in for x. Okay. So is that 50 plus 45? And is that 95?
Yeah.
Yep.